And I want to conclude today with this message, something that I don't understand as time goes on. So, what is gone is gone. What is lost is lost. What is waste is waste. There is no time, or there is no way to cry and say, oh, I wish I could. I should have. No, dwell in the past, thinking about the mistake, thinking about I should have. No, what is gone is gone. What is waste is waste. What is lost is lost. We often learn it, I learn it in a hard way often. And it hurts to know that you have lost something or you are wasted time in something. I talk about every aspect of life. When I talk about every aspect of life, I talk about, how do you say, professional, career, goals, relationship, business, whatever, everything that you try. Okay. What is good in the entrepreneurial or business part is like when you lost in entrepreneur, when you have waste time or whatever you call it, it's not really a waste, because in that world you understand and you learn from your mistakes. And I think it applies to everything in life, actually. When you have lost something, when you have wasted and then time in everything, you learn. And that's why I don't take it completely as a loss. I take it as it was a try, I failed, then I've learned something and I move on. In love, it's probably difficult because it hurts deeply, even in money, in business, because when you lose money, it hurts a lot. You know, I told you my story when I say I went back home and I tried a little business. I tried something back home and people were coming to my place. People are, the mindset of, I don't know about the English word, but in the French word, usually Africans are afraid to see what is good. They are afraid to see what is clean. They are afraid to go to a place because they assume, oh, it's expensive. When you want to promote something that is good, you want to promote something that is like, high, they feel like, oh, they don't even try to come. They're already afraid, saying, no, it's expensive and such. So they are going to the other business, I will talk about that later in a better video. Okay, where it wasn't even, and I have few customers, and the lady say, I like to come here because it's so clean, it's so this and that. And I was in a very strategic geographical location, but anyway, in my city, but anyway, it was a long story. And I was pregnant. There are so many things that was happening. And later on, we had a deal with a hospital because it fell. And I went to merge, with two ladies. One of them was my really close friend. We tried to fusion together, and I put all my materials, everything I had. We worked together, and then you had a contract with a hospital, big hospital in town. But that hospital had the first case of COVID happened in that hospital. So they say, you know what, we cannot keep working with you because we have to close everything. Few days later and 3 weeks later, now it was known that there were people who are coming from vacation from Europe who brought us COVID, because when the Europe and America was already full with COVID, Africa, we were safe. So people who were going on vacation, these are the people who brought us COVID from Europe, okay? They brought us COVID. So you see, I was the one who lost more than my two business partners. I was, And I went through some situation. The other one was an agricultural project, the last one in my father's land. It was a disaster. But in business, you learn, okay? You learn, but it hurt me so much when the guys, they abandoned. And the thing is, it's not that I wasn't committed, but it hurts because the way sometimes you hire people who are not really motivated like you know, and you still have to pay them. I mean, I will have a video complete about it, but just I want to say is what I wasted, the time I wasted, the money I wasted, what is lost is lost. What is waste is waste. I cannot go backward and thinking about it and being in pain about it. It hurts, but I have to move on. I've learned something. I will do things differently. In love, same thing, okay? You cannot go back to an ex or whatever you call, yeah, an ex, like people say, because it's the past. It's done. It's over. Some people may have found happiness back to their ex-partner. I don't know, but it depends on stories. You know, an old story is an old story. You have to move on. Okay, everything is about the future. The future is bright, I believe. And as Christian, I believe in the Bible that says that God will restore, will give you the years that have been wasted. We give you back these years. These years don't always look like the same thing you wanted, but usually, okay, you probably let that happen so you can understand that there is probably something better. If you lost someone that you loved on the way, the person probably wasn't that interested in you, because obviously if that person was interested in you, you will be together, okay? But it didn't happen, so you clearly wasn't in their mind. You weren't that important to them. You have less time in school, in the program at school. Please tell me about that. You were taking some classes. You did your degree in this field, and then you in that field, like it's difficult. Not that this field is not hiring. Yeah, there are many people, but sometimes if you don't, it happens. And then you are not even happy in it. Yeah, because sometimes